Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a final pick a card reading for us today that's kind of going along with this Halloween theme. So today it's going to be messages from Santa Muerte and from the liminal spirits. So any of the spirits that are present currently as the veil has been thinning. So keep in mind that this is a general reading. This may not resonate entirely for everyone. If you want me to pick up on your energy in upcoming readings, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can find the information for that in the description box below. I do have Santa Muerte's statue right here. Well, one of them. I have a couple of them. So she is present in this reading for us today. So we have 3 piles. Pile 1 is going to be graveyard, unnecessary fear. Pile 2 is going to be the skull of stars with infinite possibilities. And then pile 3 is going to be the spider with community and web weaving. So I'll let you guys choose whichever pile calls out to you. Feel free to watch more than one or the entire reading if you feel drawn to that. And I will see you in your timestamped reading below. I'll give you guys a few seconds. I want to show off my mug too. Death before decaf, if you guys can see that. Okay, let's get this started. Bye. Hey pile 1, if you guys have chosen graveyard with unnecessary fear, this is going to be your message from Santa Muerte and the liminal spirits that are present with her. So I'm kind of getting a message here that she may have claimed someone here. So there could have been an energy of a passing in your life recently. Someone could have crossed over, whether this is a family member, a pet, a friend. Some of you are feeling like you're afraid that this person does not, how can I word this? You're afraid that this person is not Earthside anymore. Maybe you are afraid for this spirit. Or you feel like something has gone wrong, or you feel like they're not safe. And she's here to say that whoever has crossed over, especially if you have just lost somebody, they are fine there with her. You do not need to be afraid. You do not need to worry about this person's spirit because they have successfully crossed over. So that is a message that I'm getting right away for somebody. For others of you, she's saying that you guys yourself, you might have a fear of death, or you might have a fear of the unknown. And she's saying that there's no need to be afraid. She's saying that when your time comes, I know it's kind of cliche, but it's like when your time comes, you're going to be, I'm hearing she's saying resolute, like you're going to be resolute. You're going to understand why things happen the way that they did, and you're not going to be afraid. She's kind of coming through to say that the closer that we get to death, when it's our time, the less afraid we become, which is kind of interesting because I don't feel like you guys are, like if you're watching this for yourself and you have a fear of death, I'm not trying to say that you guys are going to die anytime soon because I don't feel that. But maybe you guys have a fear of that, or you have a fear of what happens on the other side, or maybe you're not sure what happens when we die or where we go. And being the goddess of holy death, being the goddess that kind of guards that energy of the liminal space between the living and the dead, she's kind of saying that even when it is your time, you don't need to be afraid because you will have either her or you will have other spirit guides or other ancestors that have crossed over that will help you get to the other side, so you're not going to be alone. It's a very interesting message coming through. It's like you guys are either thinking of death or you guys have recently lost someone, or I'm even getting a message for someone here that obviously, since the veil is very thin around Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, which was yesterday, it's like maybe some of you guys are afraid of spirits, or maybe some of you guys are afraid of what you feel. Maybe some of you guys have mediumship abilities and you are afraid to connect to the other side, and she's saying to not be afraid. I keep getting to not be afraid. Trying to decide if I want to read what's in the guidebook when it comes to this one. I think I might. It might be a little bit different than what I was picking up on intuitively, but let's see what this says. She's saying to make peace also with things that are ending in your life. So if this is not like a literal death, if this is something that's happening in your life where you feel like something is over, something cannot be brought back, something cannot be resuscitated, she's saying to let it go, and it's okay to not be afraid to let go of something that's no longer working for you. Herself being, again, the goddess of death, she's never afraid of endings. She is always open to change, and she wants you to feel the same way. I know it kind of sounds cliche, but that's kind of what's coming through. So this says here, the stones, they mark the eternal resting place, yet the spirits, they are walking and they are ready for the chase. Okay, let me see what's important here. So it says here, pull this card and know that you feel fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties that you have, although they are real, should be put aside before they haunt you the long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next steps and that you will act upon them. Yeah, so some of you guys, it's like plain and simple. Maybe you're afraid of, like I was saying, you're afraid of the unknown, or you're afraid of what's going to happen next once you let go of something. And she's saying that the way that you feel is perfectly valid, but she's saying that you don't need to be afraid. It just keeps coming through. Like, you're just going to know what to do. You're going to know the next steps that you need to take. She's saying the more that you sit with yourself and the more that you, because she's saying that you know, like your intuition always knows. Your intuition knows the next steps to take. So the more that you remove yourself from that frequency of anxiety and fear, the more you're going to be able to hear the next steps that you need to take here. So I'm going to go ahead and see what the card is from the Liminal Spirits as well. So we have positioning for you guys. It's a very cool card. We see a pelvis. We see a spine here. Kind of looks like there's like a lightsaber or like a beam shining through it. I don't know why I'm picking up that someone here may have had like back surgery. You could have had spine surgery sometime in your life. Or maybe this is something that has happened to someone in your life. Yeah, some of you guys have gone through like a very life-changing surgery, or you're going to have to do this and you're afraid of what's going to happen. And she's saying that you're going to be fine. It's just a part of your initiation. A lot of the times in our lives when we go through a deep period of transformation or pain or loss or surgery even, it is our initiation to look within ourselves and to come out stronger on the other side. So she's saying that whatever is going to happen here, if it hasn't happened already, it's just to put you in a better position personally. It's to put you in a better understanding of yourself. Let me sit with this for a second. I'm getting a message here that some of you guys are afraid to take a step. Like, you don't know where to turn. You don't know how to be or how to act. You don't know which direction to go. And again, it's kind of pointing me back to the energy that I was just saying about removing yourself from that energy of fear and anxiety, even though it's very difficult to do so. And just letting yourself sit with whatever intuitive nudges come through, because in the quiet is when you're going to know what you need to do and how you need to do it. I'm going to go ahead and read from the guidebook for this one as well. Sorry, I just paused because I hear my cat. She's like snoring, but I think she's under the bed. I just wanted to make sure that I knew where she was. But anyway, so the positioning card, it says, define what you believe in. Live in accordance with your values and align with your purpose. Okay, so this could be like a straightforward message here of don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Don't be afraid to believe what you believe in, and don't be afraid to change your value system in accordance to maybe the way that your life is changing, or to what your life purpose is, or what you want it to be. I feel like there's a big theme here of, if this is not like a loss, like you lost someone passed over, this is like a big theme in your personal life about death and transformation within yourself. Because I feel like whoever chose this pile is going through a period of really letting go of the old and trying to figure out what they need to do next here. But she keeps saying that the more that you align yourself, like ask yourself what your values are, ask yourself what's important to you. That's what you need to start with. And then from then on, everything will unfold. So I'm going to go ahead and get a couple other messages here for you guys. Yeah, I definitely feel like if you guys are not connected to Santa Muerte herself, you guys have some sort of ancestor or spirit guide who is, I'm hearing showing you the ropes, like trying to support you or show you what you need to do next here. Can we expand on this message for pile 1? So we have the 6 of Cups, and we have here the 5 of Wands. Yeah. So some of you guys could be dealing with a situation here where you're not sure of whether you should let go or hold on to something, because it's kind of giving me this energy of resistance or give and take, but like a forced give and take where you're trying to hold on to something that needs to be let go of with the 5 of Wands. You guys could even be dealing with a situation here where you're connecting with a group of people or a person who is destroying you, but you can't seem to let go of them. This could be someone that you have a very strong connection with, or this could be even like a belonging that you have. I'm getting even like a message here. If you have, this is a weird message, but it's like if you lost someone in your life and they left some sort of valuables or they left some sort of belongings, you're having a very hard time letting go of those. Maybe some of you have like considered burning something. You've considered setting flame to something or throwing a bonfire and like throwing something into the fire is what I'm getting. Because there's something here, and it's like, it's kind of interesting because it's like for half of you, it's like you're afraid to let go of whatever this is or whoever this is. But for the other half of you, it's like you just want it to burn. You want it to go away. You want it to set fire to the rain is what I'm hearing. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you guys here with the Lovers as well, it's like maybe you guys are reframing what a healthy relationship means to you. Maybe you guys are reframing what stability means to you or what you want out of life long term, because there's this energy of not being sure where to go. And I'm hearing 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by. So it's like maybe you don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know if you're going to be in a significant partnership down the line. You don't know when it's going to happen. You don't even know if you want that. But there's something here about choosing that path. Choosing the path that's best for yourself, which ultimately is going to lead you to your own form of stability, whatever that means for you. And it does kind of involve like a connection here, maybe a relationship with someone. The Tower, 10 of Swords. Some of you guys are really trying to let go of someone, like a marriage or a friend or someone in your life. It can even be a loss. It just really depends on the situation, whether this person's not in your life anymore or you're letting go of them, or whether they have passed over. There's this theme of really having a hard time letting go of something. What else? Or can we expand on the positioning message? What is the positioning about, please? Or the Hermit. Yeah, the Hermit and the Sun. It's the same energy. It's like the more that you guys sit with yourself, the more that you get to know yourself, the more that you go on this introspective path of, excuse me, self-awareness, the more that you're going to understand where you need to go and what you need to do. So if you guys feel lost right now, if you feel like you don't know what path to take, you just really need to sit with yourself. There needs to be more work done within. The Hermit is all about spiritual mastery and mastering the self. So that's something that you guys are being guided to do here. Is there any guidance, please, that you have for pile 1? 5 of Pentacles. She's saying to not dwell on the losses. For some of you, again, it's like you're holding on to maybe belongings that belong to someone, or even memories. It's like you're having a hard time letting go of the memory of something. There's something here about like being constantly reminded of something. And she wants you to let go of that, to not linger on the losses. She's saying that something is dwindling. Judgment and the 3 of Cups. She's saying also that you're going to be meeting new people in your life that are going to help you get out of this energy that you've been in, which is kind of like a paradoxical energy, because it's like you're being guided to spend a lot more time alone, but you're also going to be receiving new connections in your life that might help you heal as well. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Justice. I love this card. Okay, so what is pile 1 being guided to do here? Because I kind of feel like this confused energy, or just you don't know. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. And the Ace of Cups. So honestly, what I'm getting here with the Hermit, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups, this is double Virgo energy. You're really just being guided to work on yourself. You're being guided to look within. I feel like for this pile, maybe you've been not dependent on someone else, but maybe you have worried too much about something outside of you that you have neglected yourself. And this is why she wants you to spend more time working on yourself. Spend more time working on mastering some sort of skill set, or mastering a talent, or doing something that you're good at, so that way you can get better at something, she's saying as well. Again, I'm hearing don't hang on to the losses. Don't hang on to the things that bring you pain, but focus on the things that are going to accelerate your life forward. 2 of Cups. So I do see a theme here of connection. I feel like some of you guys are looking for maybe the one, or you're looking for the person that you want to be with. And she's saying that in order, yeah, the Devil, she's saying in order to get to that position, first, you need to reveal to yourself what you actually want out of life. And you need to, I'm hearing achieve that for yourself, but you need to start moving in that direction. Because the more that you focus on another person, the more that you focus outside of you, the less self-worth you're going to have within, or the less ability you're going to have to actually know what you want, because it really feels like you might have a tendency to either let others make decisions for you, or you're just overly focused on another person. You know, like it's not really codependency, but it's almost like your attention is averted outside of you, and she wants you to bring it back inside. She wants you to stop worrying about things that you cannot control. She wants you to stop worrying about maybe micromanaging another person, but she really wants you to focus on yourself. Yeah, she's like, stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. Stop worrying about the losses that you've taken, because you're expending so much energy on things that have already gone. you know, and she's saying that you need to refocus that energy on something that matters, on something that can bring you changes. Page of Cups, that can bring you opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, definitely. I do feel like for this pile, you're going to be meeting, like I said, new friends, or you're going to be receiving some sort of new opportunities to make money or for work. But if you're so focused on the things that you've lost, or if you're so focused on another person, you're not going to really be able to harness that energy properly, and you might miss something, or you just might not see the importance of something. Okay. Yeah, and I'm getting taken back to, again, the very first message that I opened up with, talking about if you've lost a specific person in your life, and maybe it's been hard for you to focus on yourself. Maybe it's been hard for you to get your life back in order because you're worried about somebody on the other side. She's saying they are fine. They have made it. They are fine. They are at peace, and you don't need to worry about this person anymore. It's okay for you to focus on yourself. You're not selfish for wanting to continue your waking life, given that this person's, I know it sounds off or like even weird, but it's like, you don't need to feel bad for continuing to improve your life, even though someone has left you, even though someone has passed over, because their time here on the physical plane, at least for now, is over. And it's time for you to focus on yourself. Maybe this person was a very big part of your life, and you focused so much energy on them that you didn't know what you wanted to do with your life, or you didn't have enough time to focus on yourself, and now you do. And maybe this is something that's been hard to grasp. It's like, I have so much time on my hands, or I don't know how to do this. And she said that she's putting you into a situation here where you're going to be on your own in some way, where you're going to have to dig deep inside yourself. You're going to have to get to know yourself in order to come out on the other side. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it for you guys. I really hope I was able to connect to whoever needed to hear this message, and I will see you in one of my upcoming readings for you. Bye. Hey, Pile 2, if you guys have chosen Skull of Stars with Infinite Possibilities, this is going to be your message from Santa Muerte and the Liminal Spirits. So the first message that's coming through is a very obvious message here. It's obviously that you guys have some sort of new opportunity at your hands, or there are so many different ways that you can make something happen, or there are possibly many opportunities that are being presented to you right now. And she's saying that she kind of wants you to grab at them. I'm seeing like an octopus with their tentacles kind of grabbing different things. I'm also seeing the Seven of Cups in astrology, or not in astrology, in tarot. So, I mean, there could be something significant here about Scorpio energy. Seven of Cups is Scorpio. So she kind of wants you to take advantage of the different opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, because she's saying that something will stick. I'm hearing something is going to stick. Maybe you guys are experimenting, or you guys are just not sure, like, you're not like solidified on an idea that you have, or you're not solidified on a path that you want to take. And she's saying to experiment until you find something that sticks for you. Because she's saying that whoever is in this pile, you guys are like multi-talented, multifaceted. You can kind of go any which way that you want to. You guys might be like jack of all trades. I'm definitely getting like manifestor energy here, manifesting generator, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio energy. You guys are able to do many different things, and she really wants you to take advantage of that. Let me see what this card has to say in the guidebook. Okay, so this card says, why think so small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you are made of the stuff of stars and infinite possibilities begin. So she wants you to also remember your connection to source. She wants you to remember that you are here having a human experience. And I feel like for this pile, you're meant to experience different things. You guys are meant to do different things. I don't think you guys are meant to do one thing. Like maybe you're not meant to have a specific career path, or you're not really meant to fit into a box, but you are meant to do multiple different things. So it says here, this card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. Okay, yeah. So some of you guys here, maybe you guys have spent too much time listening to what other people want out of you. Or you've always taken the path that has been presented to you by another person, or you've taken the path that has been followed by many people, where like the path is pretty beaten down. And I was getting the message of taking the path less traveled in pile 1. So I feel like there might be a passage or a message, passage too, but there could be a message about that coming through in this pile as well. about not being afraid to forge your own path or to do something different that people have never done before. So let's see what your message is from the liminal spirits. We have obsession. Okay, interesting. I'm getting two different messages here. I'm getting that some of you guys are kind of fixated on making a specific idea or specific path work for you to the point of obsession. For others of you, I'm getting that there could be someone in your life that is obsessed with you, which is a kind of interesting message to come through right here in this type of reading. But let me sit with this for a second. I'm also getting I was gonna say the image, the energy of love, but like passionate love. Let me see what this one has to say. She's also telling me that when it comes to obsession here, that you guys might need to take the path that you become obsessed with, you know, like the path that inspires you so much that like it becomes a fixation for you, which is kind of paradoxical to what I just said. But she's saying in order for you to love something, it needs to be something that you can see yourself doing every day. It needs to be something that you fall in love with. Let me see what this says. Okay, so this says, this card invites you to examine your compulsions, phobias, and passions. Are these obsessions driving you closer to your truest self or getting in the way? Does your body feel clenching or release when reflecting on these infatuations? Obsession has the power to yield a rewarding bounty through being creative, but do not ignore its innate power rooted in distraction. Yeah. So some of you guys could be perfectionists, or like I said, you get very fixated on things. For some of you, like your perfectionism could get in the way of actually pursuing something, or it could get in the way of actually living in the moment or being creative, because I'm getting a message here about creativity, feminine energy, being able to just be in a state of flow. And if you guys are so focused on maybe the logistics of things, or if you guys are so focused on making something look perfect, it's almost like you're taking yourself out of that creative energy. You're taking yourself out of that creative flow. So she wants you to pursue something here where you feel like you are just existing, you are just being yourself, and maybe you lose track of time when you're doing something. But she doesn't want you to focus on something here where you become so obsessed with it that you're focused on like the nitty gritty or like all the details all the time. And although that's a good thing once in a while, there's something here about not losing yourself, not losing focus of what your goal here is, like what your end goal is. So if your end goal is creativity, or if your end goal is expressing yourself in a creative way, whatever the case may be, like when you focus on details, when you focus on logic, you put yourself in the masculine and you totally defeat the purpose of creativity, which is feminine. So there could be something about that coming through as well. Trying to harness a balance between masculine and feminine, or trying to, because I just keep hearing like if you are so fixated on something to the point that it needs to be perfect constantly, or that you're losing track of what your actual goal is and it's not something for you, or maybe you need to take a break from that for the time being. Yeah, I'm hearing like she wants you to explore something else, especially if you have been feeling like obsessed or fixated about something else in your life. I feel like you guys might have, Four of Wands, Three of Cups. Yeah, you guys might have many different opportunities right now. You guys could be getting invited places. You guys could be meeting new people. She wants you to take advantage of that. Let's see here. We have the Four of Wands again. Some of you guys could be like business owners. I'm definitely getting like you guys could sell a service. You guys could sell a product. Maybe you guys create things and you sell them, like homemade jewelry. Maybe you guys are florists. But she's saying that you guys have some sort of talent here or ability to draw attention to yourself. I'm getting as well with the Chariot. You guys have the ability to be at the right place at the right time, or to attract the right type of attention. She wants you to put your creative ideas out there. Okay, yeah, the World. Yeah, it's like you guys need to put something out there. You guys need to publicize something, or you guys need to open up a new avenue here where you can actually express yourself. What's this Four of Wands about? The Ace of Swords. Yeah. Ace of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So for some of you guys here, there's something here about like expression or communication, writing. There's something here that you want to get off your chest. There's something here that you feel like you can't do, or that you can't say, or maybe you're waiting for the right time to do something here. What's this Eight of Swords energy about? Because it really does feel like you're holding on to some sort of thought or idea. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Some of you guys are like literally limiting your creative potential. You're not living in your power. You're not living in your truth because you're afraid to say something, or you're afraid to do something. We have the Nine of Cups here. She wants you to really like, okay, if you guys like are business owners, or if you guys are working a job that you don't like, she wants you to take some of your free time to release whatever this pent-up energy is, because she's saying that if you guys have more of like a matrix job, or if you have more of a job that requires that logical type of energy, she's saying that your feminine side is suffering a little bit, because there's this energy that really wants to be released, whether it's creatively, sexually, passionately. There's something that you're not able to express through the stuff that you're doing right now. And what about this? The Emperor and the Lovers. Some of you guys, okay, yeah, Nine of Cups. Judgment. She's saying for some of you, like, you're with the wrong person, you're at the wrong job, you're doing the wrong thing. And I know it's not always like a cool thing to hear, but she's saying that there's another path you can take, because she's saying right now you don't feel fulfilled, or you feel controlled, you feel stifled in somewhere, or you feel like you have to follow again, like you have to follow the path that has already been beaten down. And I feel like you guys have this deep innate desire with the Queen of Wands to express yourself, whoa, in like a creative or passionate way. And we just have the Nine of Cups that flew out again. So yeah, you guys definitely have some sort of emotional fulfillment or path, or something that you want to express or do that you are keeping to yourself, Hierophant. And this could definitely be something that maybe you are very well acquainted with, something that you're very educated in, or something that could bring you a lot of notoriety down the line, the world, definitely. And the Ten of Swords. But I feel like it comes with letting go of something that you're not ready to let go of, or it comes with realizing that the path that you're on right now is not conducive to your healing or to your creative gifts. What's this obsession energy about? So we have the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Five of Swords. Damn, yeah. Whatever you guys are doing, Knight of Cups, it's almost like you fear retaliation, or you fear that people are not going to like what you have to say or what you put out there. Some of you guys are definitely a little bit too worried about what other people think about whatever this is. And you need to just focus on the energy of expression, because it really feels like I'm hearing like, ooh, like I'm seeing like that meme of like Arthur where he's like balling his fists up. I'm seeing that you guys have so much like energy like building up inside of you, creatively, sexually, passionately, that you can't express anywhere. And it's starting to drive your mind insane in a way. Like maybe you guys are not going actually insane, but it's like this energy of like you're constantly thinking about something, or you're constantly worried about something, or you're constantly on edge or anxious because there's this energy that you have not expressed. What is an avenue that pile 2 can express this energy in? I feel like it's really going to be different for everybody. Three of Swords. Okay, some of you guys are being called to channel and transmute your pain into something. Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Some of you guys are being called to create something out of your pain. Whether it's an art piece, music, poetry, exercise, like whatever it is. Like there's something here about movement, creativity. Like you need to get that energy out because it's been pent up in your body. And you really need to release that in some way. And I feel like she's saying, especially if you've never been a creative person, because I'm hearing someone say like, oh, I'm not creative, I don't have any talent. She's saying that through this experience, you're going to find your talent. A lot of the times when, how do I say this? Because like, I feel like, especially when it comes to the masculine side of the world, when it comes to like logic, practical things, like, especially when we start to create art, it's like people feel that we need to follow the rules, or people feel that we need to be a certain type of artist in order to be considered a true artist. But I believe that just expressing yourself in a creative way and putting energy out there is art as well. Like you don't really need to follow rules. You don't really need to do things the way that other people do them. And I feel like with whatever situation you guys are going through right now, or whatever you feel like you need to express, do it in whatever avenue you feel. Like even if you've never written a song before, even if you've never written poetry before, even if you've never exercised before, even if you don't consider yourself to be an artistic person, I feel like you expressing this energy in some way, even writing a book about something, like it's going to show you your artistic side. You're going to see that you actually do have a creative side, but you need to get this energy out. Yeah. Hierophant, Justice. For some of you, it's like you're going to take a more practical route and maybe teach, educate others, write a book, something like that. And for others of you, you're going to take more of a creative side or a creative path where like you dance, you sing, you express, you write poetry, you paint, you draw, you do something like that. But either way, like you are meant to take this energy out from inside of you and put it into something else. I'm sorry, take the energy from inside of you and put it into something outside of you. Because I really feel like you guys are reaching a point in your life here where it's really starting to affect you. And I'm also getting a message here about like maybe if you do have a practical job or a matrix job and you feel like this never works out for you, or you feel like you're always job hopping, or you feel like you never feel satisfied in your career, this is why. Because you're not channeling that creative side. There's another part of you that really wants to be seen and wants to be expressed, but you've been bottling up inside. You've been bottling it up inside for too long, and it's reached the point where it really needs to come out. I'm hearing that for some of you guys, you might realize that, yeah, like just what I said, it's like through this experience, you're going to find out, it's like, oh, maybe I am creative. Maybe I am an artist, or maybe I am into certain things that I didn't think I was into. There's something like that coming through where you're going to realize and get to know a totally different side of yourself through this. Can we get some advice for pile 2, please? So we have the Tower. Yeah. Magician, definitely. I feel like if you guys are afraid of backlash, or if you're afraid of retaliation or people reacting to what you're going to do, it's going to happen regardless. Like, this is something that you need to accept, especially if this is a side that you've never expressed before, or if this is a part of you that maybe you feel insecure about. You really need to understand that even if you push some people away, you're going to attract the right type of people as well. So with the Tower, the Magician, there's a part of you that wants to be expressed when it comes to your creativity, even your magic. And I feel like some of you guys are really afraid of what's going to happen as a result of that, but you can't be afraid of that. Four of Pentacles, the Sun, the Hierophant. No, because I really feel like what you're going to gain in return is much more powerful and much more worthy than what you're going to lose. So I definitely do see a big change happening, or like a totally shift of your life happening here once you start to express a different part of yourself, or once you actually start to work with this energy. But I do see it bringing you a lot of success and notoriety and stability down the line, because you're going to finally feel like you're balanced. You're going to feel like you can be yourself. So I really do feel like whoever or whatever you lose in the process doesn't really measure up to what you're going to gain. So I'm just going to leave this here. I really hope I was able to connect to whoever needed to hear this message, and I will see you in one of my upcoming readings for you. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, if you guys have chosen the Spider with community and web weaving, this is going to be your message from Santa Muerte and the Liminal Spirits. So I feel like the main message coming through for you guys is definitely a message here of getting to know other people, putting yourself out there. There's something here about networking, meeting new people. I think I just said that, but putting something together. Hey, don't scratch my pants. No, ma'am. Get off my pants. What the hell? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, there's something here about really needing to put together a network of people. I'm hearing something about like the goddess Arachne, weaving webs. There could be something here about competition, because I know in that myth, I don't remember the exact storyline, but it was something about Athena and Arachne, where like there was some sort of competition about like who could weave the best web, or who could do something better than the other. And then I think Arachne, through her ego, she was kind of condemned to turn into a spider because of the way that she acted or something like that. But there could be something about ego coming through, or there could be something here about needing to, I'm hearing like if you are the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. So maybe for some of you, you guys are being guided to get to know people that are where you want to be. You're being guided to get to know people who are in the position that you want to attain. So maybe it's time for you to come out of the groups where you feel like you know the most information, or you feel like you're the smartest one in the room, and going to rooms where maybe you need to learn now, or maybe you are back at square one, or back where you are the student. She really wants you to learn and to put your ego aside to learn other perspectives from other people. It's kind of interesting. Let me see what this one has to say. So, she spins her silk alone in the dark with hope of collection, sticky with dreams, weaving the world a wide web of connection. I'm getting a message here about like online community as well. Some of you guys could have a very like either large online community, a platform, or you guys could know a lot of people. And she really wants you to take advantage of that, but in a positive way. She wants you to take advantage of the connections that you have when it comes to maybe your career, or just putting your ideas out there. So let's see. This card looks at discernment. It also suggests that you review the way that you communicate with the water community at work or generally with others and take steps to improve this or do it slightly differently. It also indicates that there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like what I just mentioned about putting yourself in rooms where maybe you're the student or where you need to learn from other people. It's time to grow. It's time to do things differently. If you guys feel like you've been giving too much energy to other people or to work or to a platform, maybe you need to scale that back a little bit to invest more into yourself. Okay. Let's see what the card is from the liminal spirits. So we have work. Yeah. I really do feel like this could be like a career message for a lot of you guys. Or work-life balance, trying to find a balance between the energy that you give to others versus what you give to yourself. Excuse me. Yeah, I just keep hearing the same thing, honestly. It's like you need to find new avenues to learn from other people or new avenues to kind of put your work out there, showcase your talents. I don't know why I'm seeing like a science fair or like a display case or like a situation or one of those community centers, or what do you call them, like events where you have to set up a booth or something. She wants you to do that as well. Let me see what this card has to say for you guys. Okay, so this card asks for a shift in the reader's approach towards work. These alterations may be drastic or subtle. Re-examine what you consider to be work. Where and when do you feel like you are working? Okay, it's so interesting because I feel like it's almost like the other side of pile number 2 in some ways here, where it's like, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of messages coming through here. She really wants you to pay attention to how you feel when you're working, but also to know when to stop, is what I'm hearing. Like, don't overwork yourself and know when to stop. You guys could be doing something for work here that you're very passionate about, where it's hard to stop or it's hard to take a break, and she really wants you to just make sure that you balance that self-care energy with your work energy, because some of you guys could be giving a lot of energy to something that you really love, that's very important to you, but she doesn't want you to neglect yourself, and which kind of takes me back to the myth of Arachne. She thought that she could weave the best webs. She thought that she was the best in her field, and she was turned into a spider because of that. So maybe you guys, I don't think it's like a warning, but it's almost like tone the ego down a little bit, just a little bit. We have 3 of Swords coming out. Okay. With the 7 of Cups. Some of you guys feel like you are at a standstill with work, or maybe you guys feel like your ideas are not coming across to other people that well, or you feel like you're not being seen in the way you want to be seen. So again, it's the same energy here. Maybe you guys are in the wrong place. You're in the wrong room. Go put yourself somewhere else. Go to a different location. Go drive somewhere else. Like, go work somewhere else. I feel like this is especially for those of you that have a creative job or a job that you can take anywhere with you. Change your scenery up a little bit. Yeah, the moon. Change your scenery up a little bit. Look at yourself differently, because look in this reflection. She sees a reflection of her skeleton form, or in this case, Santa Muerte. So it's almost like take a good hard look at yourself. And it really does remind me of the reflection scene from The Lion King as well, where Simba was like, I don't see anything, and Rafiki tells him to look harder. So maybe there's something here about like you guys not seeing your potential or not seeing the next step that you need to take. But if you look harder, if you pay more attention to maybe your subconscious drive or how you feel about something, you're going to understand what you need to do. Why is the 3 of Swords coming out here for pile 3? 4 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, plain and simple, some of you guys don't have the business that you want right now. Maybe you're not reaching the right people. And she's just saying to expand. She's saying that you're not really doing anything wrong. Maybe you're just in the wrong location. Let's see, we have 4 of Pentacles, the Magician. Yeah, definitely. Some of you guys, it's like people are not seeing your worth where you are. You're not making the money that you want to make. For some of you guys, like you're putting in overtime or you're working very, very hard on something and you're just not really seeing the results you want. So I feel like this comes with, again, taking some steps back to reflect And this is especially true for those of you that have been overdoing it or over investing into something and you're not seeing any type of results. She's saying to really just pull back for a second here and like ask yourself, it's like, okay, why am I doing what I'm doing? Do I need to change something? Do I need to do something differently? Do I need to move locations? Do I need to show this in a different way? Like, you guys have options here with how you or who you connect to and how you do something. We have the Sun. We have a Judgment. Yeah, she really wants you to change your perspective on this. The Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles, because I feel like you guys have been so focused on something, or you've been maybe grinding really, really hard to make something happen or to make more money or to make something successful. But I really feel like you guys could be missing something here when it comes to yourself or your community. What do you want pile 3 to do here? What are they being guided to do? 3 of Pentacles. And we have the 6 of Wands. Okay, so again, it's like you guys are not doing anything wrong. She wants you to continue watering what you're watering, investing in what you're investing in, making something come to life. Really, I'm hearing pampering, like pampering your work, pampering your craft, your skill. Continue focusing on it because it is going to bring you the success that you want. But I feel like, again, with this 3 of Pentacles, it's like maybe you're doing it alone, or you're not in the right community. Yeah, 5 of Cups. I really do feel like you guys feel like you're not successful or you're not going to get anywhere with something, but I don't feel like that's the case. I just think like you haven't met the right people that can help you accelerate whatever this is. Tower, 6 of Cups, Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's the same energy. Like, she wants you to expand. Maybe if you've been hanging out with the same friend group, maybe if you've been working in the same locations or doing the same or following the same protocol, she just wants you to change something up and see what happens. Clarify this 3 of Pentacles. Try something new. Yeah, 8 of Wands. Exactly. So it's like, as soon as you try something new, or as soon as you connect to someone else outside of you, or the more that you start to communicate with others, the more success you're going to see. So maybe for some of you, it's really just a matter of putting yourself out there. Queen of Wands, definitely. Emperor and the Queen of Wands. Some of you guys are business owners and you really need to start that business, or you need to expand that business in some way. Page of Cups, the High Priestess. Yeah. Just put yourself out there more. Follow your intuitive guidance more. Especially, again, if you've been following the same protocol, following the same thing every day, if you've been grinding the same way and you see no results, maybe you try a little bit more of a intuitive, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, okay, if you guys are people that go by the book, like, I need to do it this way, I need to follow this step in order, blah, 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 like, change that up. Don't go in order. Don't follow the rules. Follow your intuition and see what happens, because I feel like as soon as you do that, that's when you're going to start to see some sort of change. That's when you're going to start to see more attention on you, or you're going to start communicating with the right type of people. Clarify the 8 of Wands, please. Yeah, the Fool, exactly. So as soon as you change something up here, as soon as you let go of the way that you've been doing something, as soon as you change up your cadence, even change up your routine, you're really going to see a big change here where you're going to make new connections. You're going to see a new path open to you. It's almost like the right people are going to see you, because maybe there is a lack of authenticity here. Maybe because you've been following order for so long, and you've been doing things by the book for so long, like you haven't really been able to truly express who you are. But once you let go of maybe needing to follow that, or needing to be a certain way, or to look a certain way, that's exactly when you're going to start to see a change. Page of Cups, High Priestess. Yeah, there's a big need here for you guys to really follow your intuition and take the little steps that guide you. So it's like little steps that I'm seeing here. So it's like, if you guys maybe work on your laptop and you always go to the same cafe every day, or you work from home, maybe when you wake up the next morning, you're going to be like, oh, well, maybe I want to drive to this town to work today, or maybe I want to go work in this location, or maybe I want to invite this person to come with me. And I feel like those types of things are really going to change up the cadence for you. Like, it's going to be like that variety, or like that oomph that you need to kind of branch off, or to get to know more people. The Hermit. Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like for this pile, because pile 1, it's almost like they're descending into a hermit mode. I feel like you guys are coming out of that. Like, right now is a perfect time for you, especially if you work alone all the time. Now is the time for you to put yourself out there, to be more social, to put yourself in community, to put yourself into an online forum. Like, whatever the case is for you guys, like, you need to speak up. You need to put yourself out there in whichever way makes sense to you, because that's the change that you need right now. And that's when you're going to start to see business change for you. What advice can I give to pile 3? We have the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. Nine of Cups. As soon as you follow what you want to do, as soon as you follow your intuition versus like what the book is telling you to do or what society tells you to do or what other people are telling you to do, that's when you're going to really start to feel like, how can I word this? It's almost like you're going to awaken this magnetic energy within you that's going to really help you climb the ladder. It's going to really help you get to the place that you want to be in, because I feel like for some of you, maybe you follow what other people tell you to do, or you just do things by the book. You do things the way that things are supposed to be done, but maybe that's not how you're supposed to do it. So as soon as you step out of that mentality, maybe it's just a switch of the mind. Sometimes it really is just a switch of your mind, a switch of the way that you think that invites change into your life. And I feel like for you guys, it's a little bit of that. And it's also a little bit of just following your own guidance versus someone else's. Following how you want to do something, how you want to express something that's really going to attract the right people to you. Because I really feel like you guys have almost like this filter that's covering you guys that kind of makes you blend in with society. But as soon as you remove that filter, which comes with changing the way that you do things, changing your career, or not changing your career, but just changing how you do things, changing how you work, changing your flow, changing your routine, doing things from more of an intuitive standpoint versus a strict schedule standpoint. Maybe that's exactly what's going to bring you the change that you need here. And I really do see you guys feeling more empowered and feeling like you have more control over your life as well. Yeah, the High Priestess, definitely. This is like the 4th time we see her. So there is a very, very strong theme here of really needing to do things your own way. Wheel of Fortune. Yep, exactly. And that's going to bring the change that you need. It's going to start to get life rolling and moving again. So if you guys feel like you've been stagnant for a while or nothing's changing, you have no orders coming in, you have no business, you have no clients, you're making no money, like just change something up and start small. Just change little things little by little, and that's going to start to crank that wheel in the direction that you want it to go. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you guys. I really hope I was able to connect to you in this reading, and I will see you in one of my upcoming readings for you guys. Bye.